When it comes to modern sport bikes, there are three main types of throttles that you have to become familiar with. And out of every single motorcycle that I own, the only bike that has a pure throttle cable would be my Honda Grom. A pure throttle cable is when you have a throttle cable going from your wrist all the way down to the throttle bodies with zero electronics interfering in that. That means the bike is going to directly respond to my wrist pulls and there's not going to be any hesitations. And there's no electronics that can break and go wrong when you don't want them to. The next system I want to discuss is a pure electronic throttle system, and that's shared by my Yamaha R9, my Ducati Supermoto, and, of course, my Ducati V4. These are the most modern systems that I own, and they're so advanced that there's no cable going from the throttle to the bike. It's just a little electronic sensor. Now, I know a lot of people aren't a fan of these modern systems, but there is an advantage, such as these advanced electronic modes. Basically, because the computer has full control of the throttle, it can make micro adjustments that no human can ever make with these electronic systems, such as slide control, traction control, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Plus, these modern electronic systems allow for a nice smooth throttle pull and don't have any cables that you have to adjust over time. Basically, allows for more safety features and less maintenance, so that's a good thing. Now, the last system that I want to talk about is shared by my R6 and shared by my H2. These two bikes in particular actually do have a throttle cable, but it's a lie. It actually goes down to an electronic sensor, so it's an electronic throttle that's controlled by a cable. Now, since these bikes are both electronically controlled, they do have a form of traction control, though it's old and doesn't really work too well. It does have it. But even though it's an electronic throttle, there is still a cable you have to adjust over time because it will get loose. And so that's why I call these types of throttles the worst of both worlds, because not only do you have to do maintenance on the throttle, but then you also have an electronic throttle that people don't like. But yeah, those are the three types of throttles. So let me know what your bike has, and let me know which one you prefer. See ya.